So like personal growth, like that's one of the big things I would say about personal growth and integrating the new versions of yourself. It's all about reinventing yourself, breaking out of those boxes of what people see you, because how the people closest to you see you, we tend to put ourselves in those little comfy boxes of how they see us, and then we box ourselves in, and then it's really hard to grow and evolve. And when you start growing and you don't fit in the box anymore, that's where personal growth happens and evolution happens, where it's time to reinvent yourself. And that's an actual real process, and then integrate this new version of yourself, of how you view yourself and the world around you. And that's growth, and it's painful because you have to break out of that box and you have to try to put on this new attire, this new version of yourself, and figure out how to integrate it. And then there's old programs and people around you telling you that's not who you are, you're this person. And you're clinging to the past, and you're clinging to anything because it's scary. It is so scary, and you don't know what's going to happen, and everything feels uncertain. So you end up clinging to anything, anger, frustration, people from the past, relationships, situations, because you just want something to make sense. And I find people do that a lot when they're going through personal growth. And the real thing is to lean into change and to actually surrender to the outcome, and just surrender yourself to the process and trust that things are going to work out for your best interest. Because life, it's not just a tidal wave, it's ripples that create waves that create change, and that's what a tidal wave is. But the thing is, if you ride the ripples, when the wave comes, you're riding the wave. And life, everything goes up to a certain point, and then it comes back down, and it can only hit the floor. It can't be a free fall forever. It can only hit the floor. And when it hits the floor, it ricochets. And depending how hard it hits, it's going to ricochet and it's going to skyrocket. Financial systems do this. The universe does this. Evolution of people do this. We do this. Everything has that cycle of expansion and collapsing, expansion, collapsing. And in that collapse, everything new emerges, and then it goes back to expansion. So if you can learn to adapt and maneuver within that, it doesn't matter what happens, because this too will pass. Everything does. I hope that helps.